So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. And that's caught inside the 30.
Come on,
that
bro.
One goes for 36 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
No,
so now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Oh, shit.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, Ryan. Hurts over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end
like,
is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle.
I mean, no, this is the 2nd season, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, but I haven't played in a while, you know. I haven't been into the Madden scene for a minute.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The reception.
No, I mean, I was doing,
that's a staple
playing other games, doing other
Drag
things, you know.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch.
Play Call of Duty,
effective gain
like that.
nonetheless.
The remastered. Yeah.
Let's go.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Hey, Tuesday.
Oh, for Call of Duty?
They'll toss it to Ajayi. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
Oh, did somebody play on the team?
Linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I can understand it. But it's
I was really back into the Madden thing many years ago, you know what I mean?
Especially for an NFL kicker.
Yeah.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Yeah.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed.
Here's Allen on first
Oh,
and 10.
fuck.
Looking for his tight end, Clay.
Damn, I always do that shit,
Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Clay, the intended receiver. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Nah, but running gun, that doesn't mean I'm passing. That means I'm
offensive unit now as they head out
that
to
means,
take over possession.
Yeah.
And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left. And that's
come on, guys.
Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns through the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all three of those positions.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen, eluding the pressure right. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, come on.
Intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And
he was supposed to go straight.
Eagles.
Oh, man.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early.
Yeah, I should have just held it.
Go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Bills getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive,
good.
Doesn't it?
And yours?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Yeah.
Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll...
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in
give me something back.
need
Oh!
of a quick answer,
And I got it.
right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if
And I made the kick.
Here, and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game. Could have gotten ugly. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
Boop.
This will be taken in at the 1. He spins free. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking deep for Julio. He
Oh!
couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Yeah. Then my headset is dying.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Play action. Ryan sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And here's the first carry of the game for the former Eagle, LaShawn McCoy.
Come on, man. Come on.
And drop shy of the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside.
But I had it because I had those 2 big guys.
But there's got to be one positive to that.
Yeah.
If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone! 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 Gone!
Allen now on 1st down.
Come on,
Time here in this half, it's intercepted.
pass interference.
By Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. A give to McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle.
Come on, let's throw a bullet.
He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, escaping the pressure right.
What did I do? I gave him that shit, man. I gave him that.
And I know this, the holiday season. So here we are in December, right? It is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
No, I'm saying I shouldn't even have thrown that. Should have never even have thrown that.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows
But
the
the
defender
extension, I was like,
to
did he
gain
get
some
it?
ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Oh, they're on him too quickly back there, and it's blocked. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
What a game.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety.
They hit him in the
for the team
back.
kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Hauschka with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Oh.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
No.
They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Ryan. And that's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. To throw again is Ryan. He completes it to Bryant. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Hey, let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They set up the screen to Ajayi. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay Ajayi, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it. From 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like leg.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. after the interception. Here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Ryan. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Allen throwing on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From midfield, here's Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Set. 3-19.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. The Eagles on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Ryan to throw. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
And juke this time, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run. Here's Janovich, the fullback. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Andy Janovich, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here come the Bills. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a toss play. It's a Ajayi. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will make the lead now 26. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now Allen dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jordan Hicks in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Play fake here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Ryan. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4. On the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
A first throw for the backup Foles. He finds Ajayi. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Hey, solid one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
Here we go.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Foles. And he's going to go down again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal. Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Allen now on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw. Deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run with Ivory. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Chris Ivory, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer.
After each game, a player gets graded on his performance. And that's every play of the game. So while that was the last play and it didn't change the outcome, he's still going to get kudos for playing it to the end.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. the practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
The win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And